All right. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what happened. It was not letting me go like it kept like closing me out, and then my screen for some reason wasn't allowing me to hit. Oh, hold on. I hope y'all can see me okay. Okay. I hope this is better. Don't ask me what happened. um and hopefully this fixes the issue. I will hold on. Give people time to get in because I know that this was acting funky. Let's make sure that I delete all of the other failed attempts. For some reason, it was allowing me to go. I know the devil's show is a lie. I'm back up. So I think what happened is that when I was swiping to get like my music or to change my music over or something, it ended up swiping me out of the live, and then the screens wouldn't pop up for some reason. I don't know. And then it wasn't allowing me to go live again. So I ended up having to switch over to my phone because it wasn't allowing me to do it in the browser. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead and delete all the other two. And I'm gonna play the music from my laptop so that way it's not yeah, switch the browser. I'm gonna switch it here. And then that way we can get started. Yeah. Somebody didn't want me to go live, okay? And I done told y'all I already was not in a good mood. I done said I'm already not in the greatest mood, and this was my way of, getting me out my little funk of a mood, and it just didn't want me to be great today. Oh my gosh. Of course that's when it happened. Of course that's when it happened. So yeah, feel free to share again. Thank you again for sharing. I really do appreciate that. And we'll get started here in just a second. I'm gonna make sure that this is deleted so people are not in a whole bunch of different lives. Let me just make sure I delete this really quick. Yes, we will pull ourselves out of this funky mood and things will be better. Life is abundant. Life is beautiful. And even though it's not always, life isn't always the way that, what we want it to be and what we intend it to be, it's still beautiful. Even when these horrible things are happening. Whether they're big horrible or little horrible, life is still beautiful and we still have a lot to be grateful for. And we are going to we're going to talk about what those things are. Just a second, I'm trying to make sure that I'm pulling this up so that way nobody's going into the non-lives that we don't have going on right now. Okay, there we go. So I can delete this one. Because I don't want people to go in here thinking that it's okay, it says it's deleted, but you know how YouTube be? So yeah, it says it's deleted. So hopefully the one that's like showing as upcoming or pending isn't there anymore. I don't want people to go into the wrong live. But we's here, y'all. We is here, and we're good. I got 8 affirmations for thankfulness and gratitude. I'm going to share these affirmations with you guys. Definitely retype them in the comments or write them down if you need to change the language at all, so that way it makes sense for you, so that way it holds true for you. Definitely do that. These are not concrete affirmations or ones that you have to do them the way that I say them. It always is more beneficial when you do it or when you say them in a way that is true for you. So make sure to do that. And yeah, let me know in the comments how you're feeling. Me and Kiki just talked about the fact that, hey, our moods have been stank, okay? The moods have been stanky, and it's just not, it's not been great. So make sure that like using these gratitude and thankful affirmations to help boost mood, to help shift mood, and to shift us to gratitude. No, I'm not one that gives up. Yeah, no, I'm not one that gives up. I'm actually one of those people that are annoying, that are a little bit more stubborn and won't give up. And sometimes I don't give up when I should. Well, when other people probably think that I should. But no, if I have a commitment, I'm definitely going to try my best to finish it and to finish it out. So yeah, if at any point in time, if a live ends randomly, or if it, you know, just kind of shuts down, or you can't hear me or anything like that, I am going to try again. So just keep that in mind. All right, cool. First one, I am thankful for the abundance in my life, and I recognize the blessings that surround me each day. I am thankful for the abundance in my life, and I recognize the blessings that surround me each day. So it's not just knowing and understanding the abundance and the blessings that we have in our life, but understanding and recognizing them. You know what I mean? Sometimes we know, but we don't really like take the time to think through it and really accept it and bask in it and really understand it and appreciate it. And a lot of times I think when people think of the word abundance, they think of monetary, right? They think of, you know, if I don't have a lot of money, then I don't have any abundance. There are a lot of people that got a lot of money, that got a lot of issues. We done seen a lot of it. We done got Diddy is out here acting foolish with Cassie. We got Will and Jada, just all this stuff coming out about them. We got all of these other like celebrities that are either like going into psych wards, committing suicide, like just not having the best lives. And in our eyes, as people that don't necessarily have millions and billions of dollars, we look at them and say these are people with influence and abundance. But a lot of times, just because you have money doesn't mean that you have abundance. So not just thinking of it in a monetary way, but also understanding that someone who doesn't have a lot of money can also be in abundant in joy and happiness and contentment, can have joy and abundance in so many different areas, and love and support. And that in itself is what we're talking about as far as abundance. So just keeping in mind that when you're thinking about this affirmation, the language and that's being used, and really thinking through of like, what does abundance really mean, and what does it really mean to you? Doesn't have to be monetary. So I am thankful for the abundance in my life, and I recognize the blessings that surround me each day. That's number one. Number two, my heart is filled with gratitude for the love and support of friends and family. My heart is filled with gratitude for the love and support of friends and family. So it's taking space for the gratitude that you have for the support systems that you have. When it says friends and family, you can change that however you want to. Just because someone has family that has blood family doesn't necessarily mean that they're a great support system. Thank you, Kiki. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate that. But just because someone shows up and is a blood related family member doesn't necessarily mean that they're a good support system. And a lot of the new friends that we have in our life are more supportive than the old friends that we have in our life. And sometimes our chosen family, the people that we choose to call family versus the people that are in our bloodline, are more of a family and more of a support than our blood family. So just not limiting to yourself to just, oh, well, I don't have any support, or I don't have any friends or family, or my family isn't around, or, thinking about the people that are in your life that truly have your best interest at heart, and wording your affirmations surrounding that. So my heart is filled with gratitude for the love and support of friends and family. A lot of my really good friends are people that I've met in like the last 5 to 6 years. You know what I mean? Doesn't necessarily have to be people that you call family or that are blood related to you. So just keep that in mind when thinking about this affirmation. Number 3. I appreciate the simple joys and moments of beauty that make life truly special. I appreciate the simple joys and moments of beauty that make life truly special. So that just goes back to being present and appreciating the small things, appreciating the smiles on your kids' faces, or appreciating your pet running around or chasing you, or appreciating the small nostalgic things that pop up during the holiday season. Going back and looking at old pictures of really good memories that you want to sit and remember. Just taking and finding joy in the very small beauties in life, taking a walk, looking out in nature and taking notice of the small things. I don't know why I get super excited when I see ladybugs. Like it's so silly, but I get so excited when I'm like, ooh, a ladybug, and it just gives me so much happiness and joy. So thinking about the small things and pulling from those small things and those small moments for mood boosters to shift your mind to gratitude, especially if you find yourself trying to regulate emotions, finding ways to do that by looking at the things around you and finding solace in the small things around you, are the best ways to shift the mood. I know that we were talking about, yes, ladybugs are good luck, but every time I see one, I just get super overtly excited. It's funny and weird all at the same time. So just really thinking through the things that you see on a day-to-day that can bring you gratitude, that can shift you to the present, that can help you to remember the beauty in life versus all of the negativity and the chaos that's happening in life. So yes, that was number 3. Number 4, I choose to be kind to myself and love myself unconditionally. I choose to be kind to myself and love myself unconditionally. So when it comes to gratitude and thankfulness, we always think outward. We always think of what's happening on the outside, but we never take appreciation and gratitude and thankfulness for ourselves. Thankful for our spirits, for our hearts, for our bodies, for our physicalities, for our goals, for our all of our gifts and our purpose, and really taking the time to not just think through those things and be thankful for those things, but because of those things, choosing to be kind to ourselves and choosing to love ourselves unconditionally. That's the difference, because a lot of times we don't take time to do that. And that's another form of gratitude, just being thankful for who we are, versus what we can do, and that's true love. So just taking the time to choose to be kind to yourself, because sometimes we have to choose to do that. Feeding ourselves a whole bunch of sugar and putting a whole bunch of sugar on our brains is not necessarily love, even though sometimes we think of it, think it is. And we want to reward ourselves with sugar and candy and all of that. But loving ourselves is more so making better choices for us, choosing to love ourselves enough to make the right choices versus making choices that are going to be great for us in the moment, but not so great for us down the line. So I know I've said a lot there, a mouthful, but there's a lot of things that you can think about when it comes to choosing yourself and being and loving yourself unconditionally. First time here, your live appeared on my feeds, watching you from Manchester, UK. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you. And yeah, we do these lives every Monday, just checking in on different affirmations that we can focus on for the week. And of course, this week's gratitude. So there's a different topic every week, and we just kind of come in and chat. So yes, feel free to talk back to me. If you have questions, if there's anything that you want to talk through, definitely, let me know. Awesome. I'm glad that you thought the analogy was good. I wanted to make sure that I explained it because I think when we think of gratitude and just being thankful, it's always thankful for what others do for us. It's always thankful for, of course, we put God in there and we have gratitude for God and the things that he does for us every day and the many blessings that he gives us. And we are always grateful and thankful for that. But we also have to turn those things inward too, just to say, I'm thankful for myself. I'm thankful that I showed up today. I'm thankful that I was able to, with God's help, able to wake up today and to push myself forward. And I was able to persevere and be resilient. And I was able to, do things that I never thought I would be able to do. And I pushed through my imposter syndrome. I pushed through all of these things. Like thinking through these things that we don't think about on a daily basis in regards to ourselves is how we're able to build self-love and to love ourselves unconditionally. And practicing gratitude for ourselves just as much as we practice gratitude for the people around us. No, not more than we practice gratitude with God now. God is the reason why we are all here. But making sure that we're taking time for each of these areas and not neglecting ourselves in the process. So that was, I choose to be kind to myself and love myself unconditionally. Number 5, I'm thankful that with each experience, I have become a better version of myself. I'm thankful that with each experience, I have become a better version of myself. And if you do not feel like the language in this one is true to you, you can change it. So the original language says, I'm thankful that with each experience, I have become a better version of myself. You can change it to, I'm thankful that with each experience, I am becoming a better version of myself. So if that holds a little bit more true to you than the first one, then do that. Make sure to change your affirmations so that way it's true to you. But this is also recognizing and circling back to I choose to be kind to myself, is recognizing the baby steps. Like you may not be where you want to be, but you may be becoming or are a better version of yourself than you were before. So even if you're not where you want to be, just being thankful for where you are and being thankful for the small strides, for the small steps that you've taken to, whether it be your goal of being a better person, being a better version of yourself, or just hitting a specific goal. If you have like a career goal or educational goal or anything like that, just taking notice of the small steps, even if you're not where you are right now. So I'm thankful that with each experience, I have become a better version of myself, or I am becoming a better version of myself. Next one. Today, today I choose to focus on what I'm grateful for and let go of any negativity. Today, I choose to focus on what I'm grateful for and let go of any negativity. So sometimes we have to choose gratitude. We have to choose joy. We have to choose and make a conscious effort to choose those emotions and to let go of the negative pieces. And the way that I always explain this to people and how to do that is to shift your mindset to being a solution-oriented person. And being solution-oriented begins to eliminate the negativity, because now that you're focusing on solutions and you're putting all of your energy into solutions, you don't have time to complain. You don't have time to wallow in sorrow. You don't have time, because now you're focusing on solutions and making sure that you're fixing the issue instead of harboring on the issue. And if every experience is teaching you are a cumulative version of all of those things that ultimately will bring you to your best self. Duality. Yes, the good experiences and the bad experiences all make us who we are. And if we can begin to appreciate the negative experiences just as much as we appreciate the positive ones, it kind of even links into what I was talking about as far as letting go of the negativity. Once you try to find why a certain situation is happening for your benefit, and why something is happening for you versus to you, it changes your mood, and it can change your insight, and it will bring gratitude to you quicker rather than it may if you just think of the issue itself. Because like solution oriented, I can see how in some instances it may get on. I feel like my solution oriented nature sometimes get on people's nerves, because sometimes people just want to wallow and they want to sit in it and they want to complain. I don't let people complain too long. I don't let myself complain too long, because once you complain and you have that instant replay, continue to replay over and over and over again, that's how we end up in spiraling. That's how we end up in depression. That's how we end up in like long stints of anger. That's how we end up in bitterness. That's how we end up in resentment or burnout. That's how we end up in all of these different things. And by being solution oriented, it helps you to pull yourself out of those spirals and those instant replays. If you think about like with sports, and they just continue to play the same loop over and over and over again, the same thing happens in our minds when we have issues pop up. And the more that you instant replay, the madder you get, the more depressed you get, the more you think about what you should have said, what you could have said, and dang, why didn't I just say that? Or why did I say that? Or, you just kind of keep replaying. And instead of putting our energies into the replays and putting it into finding a solution or creating a solution or finding doors to open, it's a waste of time. I always say all the time, complaining is a distraction. Wallowing is a distraction. Yeah, things happen. You gotta process it, but you gotta, at a certain point, you gotta pick yourself up. And you don't. In the complaints and the wallowing and the instant replay keeps you in that state much longer than we should be. Yes, definitely change the language and the verbiage so that way it makes sense for you. Yes, the instant replay is definitely a distraction. Yeah, I'm gonna think about that. I'm still trying to think through all of my my designs for Haven inspired t-shirts and stuff. But yes, I will definitely think about that. Awesome. That was today. I choose to focus on what I am grateful for and let go of any negativity. That's something that I needed to repeat to myself today, because sometimes we're negative. We don't know why. Like sometimes we have like a lot of negativity, or our moods are just down and we don't even have an explanation as to why. It's just like, I just have a stinky attitude and I can't put my finger on it. And that's when you have to journal and really think through like what's going on in your mind. A lot of times has nothing to do with what's going on, but it has to do with like what you're feeding yourself too. Like if you're in digesting just a lot of negative things, whether it be like social media or just the things that you're watching or the music that you're listening to, like if you're just digesting a lot of things, it affects your mood. So when you find yourself there and needing to let go of negativity, a lot of times you need, in order to let go, you have to figure out what exactly has you there. Sometimes it's something specific, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes you just got a bad attitude just because. Awesome. Next one is, I invite gratitude into my heart even now. I invite gratitude into my heart even now. This is an affirmation to say out loud. This is one of those ones where, like we were talking about before about mood, these are one of those ones that you just got to take a step back and you got to take a deep breath in, a deep breath out, and invite gratitude into your heart in those moments that it's just not the best moments. So I invite gratitude into my heart even now, brings that feeling of thankfulness and gratitude into the body. And gratitude is one of those emotions that you can't necessarily feel without the other emotions dissipating. So the more gratitude you fill yourself up with, the more it melts away the other emotions that you may be feeling in that moment. So that's more so of a command to yourself to say, okay, it's too much right now. I'm inviting gratitude into my heart. I'm inviting peace into my heart. I'm inviting joy into my heart even now. To calm yourself down, that's one of those things that you have to, that works when you say it out loud though. You gotta say it and you gotta profess it. You have to, make sure that it's something that when you're putting it out into the atmosphere, that it's bringing it back to you. So I invite gratitude into my heart even now. And last one, I am grateful for the many things in my life that bring me joy and comfort. I am grateful for the many things in my life that bring me joy and comfort. So a lot of times when it comes to shifting to gratitude, is making sure that we're taking the time to understand the things that bring us joy, that bring us happiness, that bring us gratitude, and practicing those things not just when we need them, but consistently. But if we find ourselves like me and Kiki today in the bad mood, making sure that we take those moments to find what brings us joy, what brings us comfort in doing those things. A lot of times we'll say, I'm not in the best mood, or I think I'm just gonna go to sleep. And a lot of times sleep ain't the answer. We have to give ourselves some inspiration. We have to give ourselves something that's inspiring to boost our moods. Sometimes we need to sit and listen to an audible book or read a book, or we need to journal, or we need to do an art project. I just told myself that I think I might decorate early for Christmas, because that gives me joy. That makes me, decorating in general gives me joy, but the holiday times gives me joy. So if I know that I'm not in the best mood, maybe it's something that I need to take action on. And that's when gratitude comes. That's when happiness comes. That's when joy comes, when I'm doing something that I know that I love and enjoy. So I might pull out the Christmas tree early. I might, go, it gives me a reason to go to Target and look at some decorations. Maybe I'll buy some new decorations, just trying to make sure to understand our minds and our brains and our bodies, and understanding what we need and giving ourselves what we need when we give it. That's true gratitude. And also understanding the people that are around us. Like, I know that my kids, my daughter really loves decorating, and she loves decorating Christmas tree. So instead of me doing all the decorations and then she comes home like, Mom, blah, 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 I can just, go get some new decorations. That will be my joy and solace. And then when she comes home and we can put the tree together together. That's another thing that I can do, enjoy, and that will bring joy and solace. Like thinking through these things. And we plan everything else out. We plan out how we're going to get through our work week. We plan out our hairstyles. We plan out what we're going to wear to different events. We plan out all of these things. We need to plan out our peace sometimes. We need to plan out our joy. We need to plan out like what brings us happiness, and having that a part of our actual routine, and making sure that we are consistent with it, because it's another thing or another reason why our mood just kind of slumps and why we burn out quickly is because we don't plan our peace. So that's what I'm gonna end on today. Plan your peace, plan your joy, fit it into your schedule, and don't put it on the back burner. Plan it out. And this is a good time to do it. We got some days off coming up. We got some time to sit in gratitude and thankfulness. And when it comes to, waiting for that turkey dinner, and we sitting there hungry, trying to wait, while you wait, you could be planning out your peace. So plan out your peace, plan out your joy. That's your task for this week. I hope this was helpful. Yes. Plan your peace is definitely, I do like that one. I think I might, that is definitely a t-shirt. Yes, of course. I hope this was helpful. I'll run through all of the affirmations from the top, and then we'll end out. But the first one was, I'm thankful for the abundance in my life, and I recognize the blessings that surround me each day. Number 2, my heart is filled with gratitude for the love and support of friends and family. Number 3, I appreciate the simple joys and moments of beauty that makes life truly special. Number 4, I choose to be kind to myself and love myself unconditionally. Number 5, I'm thankful that with each experience I have become a better version of myself. Number 6, today I choose to focus on what I am grateful for and let go of any negativity. 7, I invite gratitude into my heart even now. And number 8, I am grateful for many things in my life that bring me joy and comfort. So yes, those are the 8 affirmations for gratitude and thankfulness this week. Again, I hope this is helpful. I don't have any classes happening this week. Of course, the only other live I'll be doing will be on Instagram for a live meditation. So definitely check that out. I'm hoping I might do 2 live meditations this week. We'll see. I might do one on Wednesday and then do another one on Thanksgiving Day. But usually I do them every Wednesday morning. So we'll see. I might do a Thanksgiving one. But yeah, so I hope this was all helpful. If I don't talk to any of you or see you all, definitely have a happy Thanksgiving, and look forward to seeing you next Monday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We will be continuing every Monday. Yes, you can definitely rewatch as well. The only reason why I do it on Instagram is because I already have a bunch of meditations on YouTube, and a lot of people don't use the YouTube. So it's just my way of supplementing the people that are on Instagram as well as you guys on YouTube. Because for a while I was going live on Instagram, but wasn't going live on YouTube. So I'm trying to spread myself the best way possible so that way everybody gets a benefit. But then also I don't stress myself out. So I hope all is well. Also, make sure to follow on... Oh, you don't celebrate. Oh, that's right. You guys don't celebrate Thanksgiving in the UK. That's a US thing. Yes, I did. I did know that. I have someone that I worked with that was from the UK, and she couldn't understand the concepts of Thanksgiving, but she also didn't understand. Have you had peanut butter and jelly before? She didn't understand like peanut butter and jelly and why that's a thing here. Yes, you're doing great with the spreading. Happy holidays as well. Yes, thank you. Yeah, no. She could not understand the concept of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Listen, Peanut butter and jelly is delicious, and I could not get her to try it. She would not try it, but but it's delicious. If you ever make it to the US, you gotta try peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and Popeye's chicken. That's another thing. She said that she loves Popeye's chicken. Yes, we're not celebrating the turmoil. So yes, of course. Yeah, we're celebrating. It's now a great day of thanks versus it being like celebrating the genocide um, of the Native Americans. So absolutely. That's why we don't celebrate Columbus Day anymore. We stopped celebrating Columbus Day too. But yes. So it's just a day of thanks, but please try a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Please. It will change your life. Yes, it's definitely different. She couldn't understand the concept either, but yes, it was definitely an interesting conversation of Thanksgiving and peanut butter and jelly. But yeah, so I hope all is well. You all have a great rest of your day. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, have a happy holiday. If not, I will see you next Monday for our live. And make sure to share this out. Make sure to like it. Like the videos, all of the live videos, or our other live ones if you haven't seen the other ones. And yeah, I hope all is well, and I'll talk to you all soon.